to convey a message from the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration relating to a request for approval of the Multinational Security Support Mission for Haiti. Honourable members, in the message, the Cabinet Secretary conveys that on October 13, 2023, the National Security Council considered and approved a memorandum from the Cabinet Secretary and the Attorney General for the proposed deployment of the National Police Service to Multinational Security Support Mission for Haiti. Following the approval of the memorandum, the National Security Council, through the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration, hereby seeks the approval of the Multinational Security Support Mission for Haiti by Parliament. Honourable members, for information of the House, Article 248 of the Constitution provides as follows. The National Security Council may, with the approval of Parliament, deploy national forces outside Kenya for 1, regional or international peace support operations, or 2, other support operations, and approve the deployment of foreign forces in Kenya. Subsequently, honourable members, the request by the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and the National Administration is rightly in order and submitted for consideration by Parliament. Pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 2002A, I hereby refer the memorandum to the Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security for consideration. The committee is required to consider the memorandum jointly with the relevant committee of the Senate and submit its report to the Houses of Parliament on or before 8th November 2023 to allow for a timely disposal of this matter. Thank you. Yes, Wandayi.
Mr. Speaker, I just want to seek clarification regarding the message you've just read to us. Mr. Speaker, you know, the standing orders allow us that the members of this House can address the Speaker on matters to do with the constitutionality of any business that comes before the House. Mr. Speaker, I've listened keenly to your message, and you referred the House to the Constitution Article 248, yes, that allows the National Security Council, with the approval of the House, to second or deploy members of the security forces outside the country. Mr. Speaker, I am at a loss as to whether the definition of the security forces under that article of the Constitution applies to the National Police Service. Because, Mr. Speaker, I recall the history of the Constitution of Kenya 2010. It was actually part of the attempt to reform our national police forces then to be a service. So the Constitution, in the way it is structured, does not actually view the National Police Service as a force. And therefore, I want to submit, Mr. Speaker, that that message is misdirected. It's misdirected in the sense that we have got no capacity as a House to authorize or purport to authorize the National Police Service, which is not a security force, as contemplated under the Constitution. So I want to plead with you, before the matter is seized off by the committees, the relevant committees, that you do reconsider the message and come back with a considered ruling on the matter I am raising, because it is of immense public interest. This House can only act in accordance with the Constitution. This House cannot, at any one moment, any given moment, veer off the constitutional path, Mr. Speaker. So I want to plead with you that in spite of the apparent urgency of this deployment, that you retreat and do a considered judgment or ruling on this matter, because as a House we shall have set a very dangerous precedent. if you are to be found in the fullness of time to have acted ultra vires the Constitution. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.